Hello, my friends. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to talk about how to make time for yourself. Now, the reason you would want to make time for yourself is where we want to start. Um, Most people don't do this, especially if you have responsibilities, obligations. You just kind of fall right into it from the moment you wake up to the moment you fall asleep. And if you do take time for yourself, it's to escape from the responsibilities, actually taking time to see, who am I? What do I want? How can I invest in myself and in my dreams and start building those building blocks of the life that I imagine I can have? Even daring to imagine the kind of life that I can have? Most people don't do that. But I'm going to tell you that if you want a wildly beautiful relationship and a mind blowing life, this is where it all begins. You can't just go from being in the stream of how things have always been to suddenly charting a new course. The ability to chart that new course, whether it's in a way that you want to develop personally, in a particular activity you want to pursue, in some kind of a goal that you might have, or in the way you want your relationship to develop, that starts in moments of quiet. It starts in those moments that you have just for yourself. They're between you and you. And the fact that most of us don't prioritize that time to be quiet with ourselves, reflecting on who we are, what we want, where we're going, and how we're doing on getting there, um, that's the reason that we might not be getting the results that we're looking for. So if you want different results in your relationship or in any aspect of your life, you have to start with these quiet moments. You have to start with a new idea, a new plan, a new reflection, and then build on that day after day after day after day. And that's when you're suddenly living a different life. Right? It's after days and days, weeks and months of investing in this small kernel of an idea that you had in a quiet moment by yourself. So, how I do it in my life and how Erin and I have worked out the process that works for us is what we call solo soul time. We have calendar invites for each other so that we can have our solo soul time during the week while we are both awake during the day, full of energy, but we also prioritize our solo soul time first thing in the morning, before the kiddos even wake up. At least I do. Um, so that means I'm going to bed earlier than Erin, sometimes even than the kids. I'll be like, hey, I'm going to bed. You can climb into bed with me or do your own thing, right? Sometimes I sort of delegate the bedtime to Erin in order to get the rest that I need to have my solo soul time fresh and vital and full of energy in the morning. And likewise, when I'm done, Erin gets her time. And so that means that I've got the kiddos while she is not helping with breakfast, not helping with the morning routine. Instead, she's taking time in our dedicated space for meditation, reflection, journaling. And in order to do both of these things, we've had to do some thought work around what it means to do it right. It's like, well, to do it right, you should eat breakfast with the kids, or to do it right, you should go to bed in this certain way every night. We've decided to let those things slip in order to prioritize ourselves so that we can really be showing up as who we want to be. Because if you don't do that, who you're showing up as is simply everything that's expected of you by the status quo, by the world, by what you've been conditioned to believe, right? Because it's not just going to be external expectations, it will be your very own expectations. But they won't really be yours, right? They will be yours as you have come to accept them from your upbringing and from society's messages. That's why these moments are so crucial. They give you a chance to break and see, what are my default beliefs? What am I just accepting without having questioned? And what are the beliefs that are going to help me create the life that I've dreamed of? And so if you aren't taking this time, if you aren't taking moments that may look selfish, I'm just sitting here by myself instead of adding value to the family or to my business or to the household or whatever it might be. They may look selfish, but ultimately it's how you are investing in yourself to be able to truly give who you are, which is the greatest gift. Give that to your partner, to your children, to the world. Then we get the gift of you, who you really are. And to this point of a satisfying, fulfilling relationship, if you aren't doing what you need to fully see yourself, to fully love yourself, to invest in yourself and support yourself in your own dreams, do you think it will really be possible to do those things for your partner, for your children, for your direct reports at work, for your colleagues, for your boss, any of those relationships that really matter to you? If you aren't doing it first with the person who's closest to you, namely yourself, how will you suddenly be able to turn it on in a way that's authentic and connects deeply and really matters in those relationships that are most important to you, if fundamentally you're feeling victimized, unseen, like all the responsibilities on your shoulders and you just have to do it because that's what you're trained to, that's what you're supposed to do? You can't just turn that off and suddenly truly support someone, truly be there for someone, help someone see their dreams, help them see past their own limiting beliefs if you aren't willing to do that for yourself. So I encourage you to find that time, find the motivation, and start taking some solo soul time. And it doesn't have to look any particular way, right? It doesn't have to be you sitting in silence in meditation, although that is a wonderful thing to do with that time. It doesn't have to look like working out, although that is also a wonderful thing to do with that time, or self-coaching. Any of these things can be part of it. Sometimes during the week, my solo soul time is just me sitting at the piano, right? One of the dreams I have for my life is being able to perform some of my favorite pieces of music on the piano. And using my solo soul time to actually do that and have that self-investment is what I do to feel truly alive, right? It can look however you want it to look, and know that it's your self-investment that you can then share with your spouse, with your partner, with the relationships in your life. So these are some of the topics that Erin and I work on with our private clients. It's also what we are building in our 8-week course that is coming up soon. So if you'd like more information or even just a deeper dive into how to work in this deeper level with yourself, with your relationships, head over to revitalizeyourrelationship.com/challenge, That's the best place to start. We have a fun 5-day Bring Back the Love challenge, and it's all about this: discovering who you are, what you want, how to unlock your own ability to love, which starts with yourself and radiates outward into the people in your life, the relationships you hold most dear. So come join us, revitalizeyourrelationship.com/challenge, and we'll see you there. Take care.